Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. If you're here from the short, you already have a backstory. If not, our word was fit. The best part about fit is we don't have to do anything. We don't have to change anything. We don't have to force anything. It just works. There's no modification. There's no change. There's no process. It just happens. We actually have two support and angel number cards. And for the third day in a row, we have connection. This is going into it's all coming together, common good, revealing the truth, successful projects. Uh, for Going back to the past two messages, they were touched on a, a bond, if we will, a relationship, whether platonic, romantic, or career related. And the past two touched on either being on the receiving end or the initiator. Today is coming on stronger as the initiator. Oh, still could be on the receiving end, and it really gets into the past two messages got into what are we bringing in possibly from the past that will like self-sabotage. And then for the initiator, why aren't you taking action? Why are you holding back? Why are you resisting? Where is that fear embedded? The next card was the mirror, which goes into reflect upon the past, look deep inside yourself, what you give returns. This is going into our baggage or our fears or our worries or our insecurities that we're bringing into the future situation or potential of the future, and whether on the receiving end or the initiator end. If I'm on the receiving end, am I and this person appears, whether again platonic, romantic, or uh, career related, how could I self-sabotage that? Could I Do I devalue myself if I see them in a different light or a different value? Am I jealous? Am I envious? Am I less than? Are they so happy and I'm kind of down in the dumps? Are they better well off? All these situations. How are we gonna possibly self-sabotage this? And then the initiator, looking at again the same situation. They're on a different status than me. They look better than me. They're skinnier than me. Whatever. They have these things. They think that way. They don't get upset, and I didn't do enough healing. All these things. How are we comparing? And if we're on the receiving end, we probably didn't experience this yet because the initiator hasn't taken any action yet, clearly, through the past couple messages. The mirror, just gonna just talk on that. How I feel in here about myself, about a person, about a situation, I'm going to project that out into the external. So if I feel less than, if I don't feel an equal match to this person, I can project that out onto the situation, and they could reject me, or they could show me ways that that is true, because all it's doing, we're co-creating here, all it's doing is validating my experience. So if I'm the initiator and I'm so fearful of rejection, and I walk in expecting to be rejected, there's a probability I would be rejected. It's I don't see value in myself, so how could the person see that as well? Because that's my vibration. Why are we so in fear? Because this is real. This is supposed to be real. It's supposed to happen. And we go back to that word fit. It just works. We don't have to change ourselves. We don't have to appear any other way. We can be completely our authentic self. And that's the beauty of it. We don't have to try. We don't have to argue or justify anything or an appearance or present ourselves a certain way, because it's supposed to be easy. It fits. Third day, we're getting this. I don't know if you've watched the other videos. If you haven't, it's just another reminder that, hey, what could we be bringing in from the past that is affecting us? It's not or just how we view ourselves in general. It's not anything about the other person. It's not any comparison. It's nothing. It just works. It fits. So we'll dive in here. I don't know if this will be a long one since it's a bit of a repeat, but we'll see what else comes out. The moon reversed, suppression. The opposite is unveiled truths. On the connection card, we're talking about revealing the truth. This is coming forward. This is going more on this initiator of them actually taking or making the effort to do so, to just say it, to just present the offer, whatever it is. And I honestly feel like this energy that they're probably in is a bit nerve-wracking, because it's like they want to, but there's something inside of them that's holding them back. It is keeping them stuck in this place because of this fear. And it could just be rejection. It could be something from the past. Maybe they were rejected in the past. And to come forward and be uh, honest and straight is vulnerable, which means that they could be hurt. The Five of Swords, confrontation. That comparison. Oh, when I look at the original card, I see the guy that is pretty egotistical and he has to win. I'm not saying that this person has to win, but looking at we'll just take it back in the day in Playground, and it's like, hey, we just can't all get along. Someone has to be on top, and I think uh, they're lessening themselves by seeing some sort of, they're, I don't want to say putting the receiver on a pedestal, but more like they're devaluing themselves. They're thinking that they're less than because of some insecurity or fear, or how they view themselves, or how people in the past may have made them feel about themselves. And oh, we don't have to be like that at all. It just works. You are uh, fine and proper coming as you are. But we could also look at just the Five of Swords confrontation of confronting this fear and moving forward. Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficiency. This comparison game of they don't need me, they don't need this offer, it's not necessary, what can I bring to the table? They have everything, or they're fine and sufficient on their own. Do they even want this, or what I'm offering? Is it even of value to them because they can create and sustain on their own? A lot of these things again of all these unknowns, and how do we know until we do something about it or take a chance or make an offer? uh, Going back to that energy that they're feeling, it's uncomfortable not taking action, and maybe they try to push it off and they can't. They push it off for a little bit, it comes back because it's true, it's supposed to happen. It's, I think the other day it had something to do with, like, it was a fated event, it was destiny, it was meant for it. And maybe through this difficulty of them finally taking the action is a little bit of their own work that they have to work on to get the courage to push forward and see value in themselves, instead of the individual that they're presenting this offer to as proving them valuable. They need to see the value in themselves. That goes back into the whole needing the external for validation, which of course they would have after they've made the effort. But until they see value in themselves, will they ever make the effort on their own? Got the Knight of Cups, came out sideways. Inspired pursuits and fickle actions. This is this back and forth, like, hey, I want to, I'm excited, I want to do this, I want it to turn into something. Probably a lot of daydreaming, future planning, however it looks. Excuse me. But they're scared. There's something in there that is holding them back, and I really think it has to do more with comparison and value, and thinking they don't bring anything to the table. But it's supposed to, it's just, it fits. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to change yourself. You are what you need to be. for it to be. It is, it's a balance. There is nothing extra you need to do. King of Swords, irrational, trying to placate our thoughts, justify our behaviors when really we need to be a bit more free here. And that's that whole insecurity, that fear, that worry that is in us and maybe has made more decisions for us throughout our life than we'd like. But it's all we ever knew, and it proved and it kept us safe. But at this point, you need to be a bit vulnerable and trust what it is that you feel that you keep trying to turn off. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, our last card that did come out sideways. The potential and missed opportunities were in the void here. There is no action being taken on the situation because there's fear, but the potential is real. It is inevitable. I shouldn't say that because we should be giving them encouragement that they're going to run out of time so they actually do something about it. But why don't you see value in yourself? If I am talking to the initiator here, why are we devaluing ourselves? And of course, that's an internal battle. It's not like it's a light switch and we can just turn it off. But how can you get to a place to know that it's just going to work? It's fit. It fits. It works. Whoever you are and whoever this person is, as I said the other day, is a fated event. It is meant to be. And why waste time living in wherever we're at, this nerve-wracking place? And by just being yourself, allow the potential to be unknown, but know where you're going and what you want it to be, and allow it to unfold as it should. I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.